Hello everyone, it's time for another build video. This build is another support build. It's not meant to solo the Predator at all. But you can. Provided that your skill level is higher than that of the Predator player. Forward. It is worth noting that if your teammates are absolute potatoes, it's not worth using this build at all. There's no point in keeping alive potato teammates that can't shoot the Predator consistently. Hence, I would not recommend using this build at all if your teammates are bad, especially if the Predator's skill level is high. Also, if you're going to try this build in public, check first your teammates in the lobby and see if they're any good. Otherwise just ditch it and use another build or find another team that is good. The only real use case for this build hence, is when you play with your static team. Or if you deem that the players in the public match are players of skill. The entire point of this build is to keep your fire teammates alive, especially if they are great players. Don't expect to do too much damage with this build. Treat your teammates' damage to the Predator as your damage. Your weapon is your teammates themselves, their gear and their ability to shoot the Predator consistently. Without them, you will lack firepower. Hence, it is advised to stay close with them and not to solo the Predator with this build. You will also use the knife often with this build because your ammunition is limited. Spare your ammo to shoot the Predator and knife the AI instead. It is also mandatory that you know how to parry the Predator with this build for self-defense and be able to maneuver against the Predator while in melee combat with this build. However, this build is well worth it. If you're able to extend the life of pro-fire team members over and over consistently, you will surely give the Predator a hard time defeating your team. So give this build a try, at least with a decent fire team in a public match, and you will see its potential. To start off, I used Dante over the support class, as the support class only has 6 gear points and moves extremely slow. Even if you put double time and iron lung in it, it's not worth it at all. You need to run fast to be able to dodge plasma, arrows and melee attacks from the Predator, as well as run towards down teammates to heal them urgently. Only Dante and support have the field medic specialization. So with this in mind, choose Dante. Dante also provides 20% damage reduction while sprinting. Support does provide 20% damage reduction to all allies within 20 meters of itself. However, it's not that worth it because the class moves too slow. For our weapons, choose Hammerhead as it packs the grenade launcher that deals 240 damage each. Then choose the PDL for secondary as this is a support build. PDL provides Predator detection and temporary area of denial. Use this sparingly though because you only have limited ammo unless someone brings an ammo bag. For gear, field siret and medical kit. If you need to heal while you are taking fire from the Predator, use field siret. Otherwise, deploy the medical kit in a safe place, and then use it to heal yourself. Deploy it somewhere hidden and not on the open road as it can be destroyed by the Predator. For perks, we choose Double Time, Iron Lung and OWLF Trained. Double Time allows us to run fast and catch up to our teammates. Iron Lung is a must with this build as we need to keep sprinting often to gain 20% damage reduction. Stamina recovery is greatly boosted with Iron Lung. It's non-negotiable. OWLF Trained provides 8% damage reduction, allowing us to tank damage even more, giving us a total of 28% damage reduction if we are sprinting. Optionally, you can change Double Time perk for Fast Hands if you want to speed clear the mission. It is also very handy. The Fast Hand perk also speeds up the time you muddy up, the time it takes to heal from the medical pack and the time it takes to get ammo from ammo crates. Ultimately it is up to your preference. From my experience, both these perks are very good to use in this build. It's very hard to decide between the two perks. Double time becomes more beneficial towards the end of the mission, and if you aim to exfil, because there is nothing more needed to interact with. Fast hands is useful early and mid-game because it reduces the time needed to interact objects and you heal faster from the medical kit. I also do not recommend changing the OWLF trained perk. The medic needs to be alive at all costs to keep reviving downed players, such as those downed by axe power attacks or by arrow and plasma attacks. And now, for a demonstration of this build. You need to be able to parry the predator with this build so that at least you have some defense from melee attacks. As you have the OWLF drain perk, it will take slightly more hits to down you from melee attacks. Luckily the fire team was able to rescue and stop the long kill. This is why I stressed earlier you need good teammates as well if you plan to use this build, as you can rely on them to keep you alive. So it didn't matter to me much if I was downed because I know they would rescue me. Do not use this build if your teammates are absolute potatoes.
Target inbound, little camera. Fuck this, hitting the Damn it! I'm heading for the alarm.
Always stick with your fire team. Do not attempt to go solo with this build. If there is one player who's soloing from afar and you don't know his skill level, it's safe to assume that he isn't that good and will probably die. Just leave him and go with the majority.
Unfortunately, doing this is probably going to trigger some alarms. You're going to have to defend the terminal while I find this guy.
In this clip, I used the fast hands perk instead of the double time. It reduces the time it takes to interact with all objects, be it mission objects, getting heals from medical kit, getting ammunition from crates, applying mud to yourself and even removing yourself from bear trap.
Found him! Director of Drone Operations, current status. On vacation? Are you fucking kidding? Oh wait, he's vacationing on site? Man, that sucks for this guy, but at least we didn't come here for nothing. Fire team's ahead to these coordinates. That location's probably the closest thing to a relaxing spot this guy can get. Voodoo, get back together! You're too far apart! Man!
That's a lot of harm. Shot that. Grab some ammo.
Marking a reinforcement location on your map. Okay. Find a computer to send me the drone data you collected.
If you need to call in the radio, Only call it if all players are dead or if the predator is coming towards you. In this case, the latter happened, so instead, I called the radio because the predator went for my position.
Defend the computer while I dig through this and figure out where this guy's hanging out. Sending it back up. I'm seeing the team split up. I would advise against this fire team. Done. Follow these coordinates. I think I finally found him.
We got soldiers down. Requesting reinforcements. Over here. There it is.
Voodoo, get back together. You're too far apart.
This way. There. Look for the shimmer. There.
It's invisible. Over here. Ammo here.
Get patched up.
I need a medic. I see it!
Get this thing off me. Titan formation.
It is also worth noting that each time you revive a down player with the field medic's specialization, they start with more health points. However, as in this case, if that player keeps on dying like a potato, again he's no use in reviving at all. He will just serve as cannon fodder or meat shield against the predator.
Careful. That's it! Thanks.
Get on your feet.
There he is! Take that vacationing fucker out and take his shit!
Over here. There. Over there. I'm not
think we're
leaving
the ones
you.
who need a vacation.
I can get up on my own.
Got
Five team members down. Stick to the mission. Solid copy, Blue. They're trying to escape. Reinforcements are on the way.
I see it.
Yeah, good for the shipment. Sounds repeat. It finishes. You can try to storm its boundaries. Integrate won't work without it.
Dead.
Polarize the
Report
ignition
track.
switch. Chopper's almost here. Run!
I disarmed it. It's over.
This is the OWLF. You've been involved in an incident with an otherworldly life form. We're assuming jurisdiction. Guard the body until we arrive and you will be compensated for your efforts.
They captured a specimen and are preparing it for extraction. Destroy the evidence.
We need to get this thing to the OWLF. First aid right here.
Chopper's taking fire.
Motherfucker, cover me. I'm moving these buttons.
Coming in now, Voodoo. Hold your position for pickup.
Fuck you. Just need to stop the bleeding.
Given its condition, this body will be invaluable to our research department. Your bonus will reflect the work you've done today.
God, we killed the predator. It was fun to see.
Honestly, I did not expect to kill the Predator in this match, but it happened, so I guess it's a plus.
Need to shut down connected systems in a specific order.
Never
before
place
they allow us to
packs on
format the
open
database.
road. Only place it in
Murder
hidden areas or corners where it's hard to find. Your team can see where they are deployed in the map.
Stay close and make sure no one interrupts the process. We need the entire database wiped clean.
First aid.
If you are going to melee the Predator, only do it if you have a lot of health points to spare, as you will take damage, and provided that the fire team is nearby as well. It is extremely rare that you can win solo melee versus a Predator with this build, because we are not using the heavy hitter perk or any damage boost at all. You will need the fire team to fire at the Predator to add to the damage, and hence, this is why again, you need good players in your team to ensure success with this build.
Some lovely organic camo.
Voodoo 1, this is ZEUS. All materials for the bomb were headed to this location, so that's our best bet. Move out. The bomb should be here somewhere. All camps in the area are on high alert. Spotted in the
And lastly, try to keep everyone alive. You can see which player is under attack by looking at the health bar status at the bottom. If the health drastically decreases, then that player is most likely being targeted by the predator. A bot is hard to control, hence, I wouldn't really prioritize resurrecting a down bot, only if it is within your reach. Then you can try to do so.
They can still detonate it remotely.
We need to block his infrared.
Good work. Now get a sample of the chemical agent.
So
for
here's a
analysis.
brief summary before I conclude this video. 1. This build needs good teammates that can shoot the predator. It's not worth resurrecting bad players at all. Do not use this build if you have potato players in your team. 2. You need to be good with parrying the predator. 3. Your ammo is limited with this build. Spare it for the predator. Use the knife to deal with AI if needed, or let the team clear the AI for you. 4. Always stay close to your teammates for this to work. Soloing is not recommended. 5. And as shown earlier, only melee the predator if your fire team is nearby to fire at the predator. With all of that said, thank you for watching. Enjoy the rest of the show. Subscribe to get up to date with the latest content.
Eyes open. Mud up, squad.
There, use that analyzer.
I got this.
I think they tried to detonate the bomb, so you've got incoming, fire team.
Getting mudded up.
Reinforcements are on the way.
Check it.
Anyone got ammo?
I see it. Just barely.
Right over here. Motherfucker.
Over there.
Analysis
hit.
confirms technical suspicion. Fortunately, they've got explosives for making a neutralizing agent. Look for a fridge.
Armored you contact.
Send the list now. Everything we need should be in there. Get back to the bomb. Let's put this thing to bed.
Concentrate fire.
Check it.
Snipe hostile spotted. There. We need to block his infrared.
Slowly pour the stabilizer into the barrels. Should only take a few seconds to work its magic.
Son of a bitch! Think I got it. Moving up.
Ammo!
Back up!
Check him out.
Now defuse the bombs attached to the barrel.
Contact! Mark, armor EMC.
Check these coordinates. I see its camo.
First aid, use it. Feeling better already.
Perfect. Nice work, fire team. Bomb is neutralized and you are green for extraction.
Mud it up. Time to rock.
I need help.
I'm reaching the flatline. Keep it together, Voodoo. Orders received. En route to extraction zone. Player spotted. Moving in on the intruders. Reinforcements are on the way.
Spotted. I'm out. Load. Over here. Here. Look for the ship. Enemy spotted. Hold it together. We're almost out. Watch for the movement. Got eyes on the armored EMC.
You got 30 seconds and I'm gone.
It's healing. The hunt's not over.